We're down to fewer than 50 of those. That's also on its way to a complete sellout. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for joining me on Moonlight Markdowns. Thanks for following me on all of my travels in the home shopping world. It's nice to be here at HSN. Let's dive in to this item, which every time I present this, it just blows my mind that we can even do this. The buying power at HSN is incredible. We have 4 genuine gemstone rings for you to choose from. I'll start with a peridot, which is a cushion cut genuine peridot. Look at the size, 6 millimeters. The color is divine. We have 30 of them remaining in the peridot. That by far is the most expensive of the semi-precious stones that you see here today. We have the citrine, which is just darling, this sunny, happy little ray of sunshine to start your day. That's with the buckle design. That's the round, that's a 6 millimeter citrine. Not to be outdone, we've got our amethyst. The amethyst, also a cushion cut, set on that diagonal. So a really kind of fun, contemporary, beautiful lilac shade. That's a lavender. That's done in the rose gold plating. And then our most limited is going to be the blue topaz. That's the look of royalty right there. That's that princess look. That's done in the solid sterling silver. So they're all beautifully set in genuine sterling silver with the 18-karat yellow gold or rose gold layered and layered on top with that Technibond finish. It's so secure, it's so long lasting. And those gemstones, you're gonna have forever and ever and ever. This is the real deal. These are genuine gemstones. Let's see which one Kate chose. Let me guess, the peridot to go with her cute little green dress? Or she's gonna shake it up a little bit. She's gonna do the citrine. Which also is a nice color combination. I'm gonna throw on the peridot because I don't think I've ever presented a peridot ring besides this one for $29.90. So you've always wanted a peridot ring. We've got the August birthday,